Hey guys, let's take a look at the charts, some major Forex pairs. First off, we'll take a look at AUDUSD on the daily chart. And if you have a keen eye, what you might have noticed is we've just had a 5-wave impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which is due to end. If I just change this to minor, that's better. That's better. So next we could either see a corrective phase in ABC, or however you like to visualize it, but certainly I'm not looking to go long for any further, as we have completed the 5-wave sequence, unless of course we get an extended wave, which I haven't put down to play yet. If we go on lower time frames, what you might have also noticed is this ascending trend line. Now, in order for us to identify that we are moving lower and the move up is completed, we'll need to see some sort of reversal pattern, a head and shoulders pattern. You can see this could be the left shoulder, this could be the head, and if we get a break of the neckline, shorts could be interesting. And the risk to reward could be favourable with quite a substantial gain. So this is my view on AUDUSD. Next we'll look at USDCAD. And we got a tape of a hit about an hour or two ago of 163 pips, or 4.16%. So a very good trade. We saw the break of this channel, we waited for a structure to form, and once we saw a candle close beneath it, we went short with a stop above the previous high. And the reason why we didn't exit straight away at the break is because we've seen where price breaks and just ignores that completely and does its own thing. You know how price can be sometimes. It can be tempting when you think it's going short because of the break, but it actually hasn't. And I actually do have a trade where I can prove that to you, which I'll show you in a minute. But now on USDCAD, I'll be looking at long supposedly, as if we move on to a bigger time frame, such as the 4-hour, we have this level here, which held the last time very well. And if this level does not hold, then we'll look to be long at this supportive trend line, which isn't that far away from this supportive level. So that's an idea on USDCAD. Of course, we had the Fed interest rate decision previously, and we have NFP on Friday, so tomorrow, and we shall see how the USD plays out. Next, we'll take a look at Euro, correctly, Euro US dollar. And I haven't been looking at this pair recently, but we have what seems to be a break of structure and an inverse head and shoulders. That's just me looking with a keen eye. So that could be the left shoulder, this the head, and this the right shoulder. And moreover, we have broken this descending trend line, which held twice before, and now prices completely ignored it and is looking to go higher. If you're wondering what an ideal trade on this would look like, you could look for, stop loss underneath the right shoulder, as we do, and take profit up at the highs of recent structure, or if it was me, right at this level, about 100 pips. With not a so good risk reward, so this trade is out the books for me. But if you do not have a set risk reward, which I do not recommend, then this trade is a good one for you. Risk reward of 1 to 1.5. Next, we'll take a look at GBP USD, which I talked about on my Instagram post. I am currently bearish on this. As you might have noticed, we have a head and shoulders pattern, a potential head and shoulders pattern, because of course it has not been confirmed until we get a break of the neckline and a retest to the measured objective, which is down at 1.1444, and of course left shoulder head and potential right shoulder. Look for short at the break of structure. Stop loss could be very, very big, as typically on these head and shoulders patterns, how I trade them is I have a stop loss below or above the shoulder, depending on if it's an inverse head and shoulders or just a normal head and shoulders. But the risk reward could be good if you're going right to the bottom of structure. Risk reward of 1 to 3 plus. $700 pip gain, and if you're going right from the right shoulder down to this level, it's 1,000 pips. So that would play out interesting for you. This trade doesn't look like a good one due to the stop loss having to be so wide. But if you want to take the risk, as of course we do not know whether this is a head and shoulders pattern confirmed or not, you can trade it right now with a lower stop of just under 100 pips. And take profit doesn't have to be so wide, because we're getting the 1 to 3 risk reward by going to the left neckline, and further down you can get 1 to 10 plus. So that's absolutely an amazing trade on GU if you were to take it. And next we'll have a look at USDCHF, which I recently closed the trade on here when I saw price was ranging back from my entry to this level. And once I saw it came back to this level again, I exited, and we saw what price did completely after that. Just neglected it and did not break this structure. Therefore, this level is now support, 2-time support. And looking at the DXY, which I'll open up in a second, we could see more downside movement as the US dollar index here, as I made analysis on, posted on my Instagram at Forex Trader LS, where I said we are at this channel top here, and price is most likely to reverse at this point and look for take profits at the 1.618 Fibonacci level. So this is my view on DXY. Comment yours down below on the US dollar and what you think is next for the US economy and that sort of stuff. Because as we know, America is not in the best of situations at the moment. The Fed just keeps releasing money into the economy. It's all crazy. And next we'll have a look at some US indices. I chose Nasdaq because I recently had a long trade. Here I saw the inverse head and shoulders. Once again, left shoulder, right shoulder and head. And I went long right at this point, caught the wick at $8,747. And we went long back to here, which now reviewing the trade, I would have put my take profit higher. As you've seen, price moved up, skyrocketed right past 9,100. So it would have been a very profitable trade. You can also see how the S&P 500 is getting on. Looking at the daily chart, you can see clearly we have a 5-wave impulse. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 4, 5, yes. And look at a low time frame. You can see wave 5 is almost complete, and if it does not get completed here, then 3,180 is a good target if we break past this level. And this is analysis for the day Thursday the 30th of April. Thanks for watching, good luck in your trading, and I hope to see you again on this channel.